In this chapter, we explore the work of Britain in the story of film, and its conquest against the dizzying Goliath feats of America and Hollywood filmmaking. British cinema would once again make a true mark on the industry as a whole. It was dubbed British new, extremely new wave. Here's what many would argue was the birthplace of this movement. Within its walls, the unofficial creator of the movement toiled and tried to create a new form of cinema, one unlike any moviegoer had ever seen before. A clip from his first film, a teen waits impatiently for a train. He looks off in the distance only to see himself staring back. The quick cut suggests a suddenness and almost paranoia. The teen looks behind himself again. The ghost of his former or his future self follows him throughout the film. A close-up of the teen's camera stays in center frame, a camera filming a camera, the paradox of creativity. A train comes in, our teen is obscured by the onset of reality. He looks off to the side and watches as the time moves backwards. Again we see the fetishization of the camera, a theme that appeared many more times in Sturridge's work. The scenes on the train are almost ethereal, the glow of the light outside, casting everything with the heavenly sheen. The next few scenes, the camera faces out of the train. We watch the real world go by while the director still reminds us we are trapped within this ecosystem of the train. Firmly placed in focus, the area around it a blur, mirage even. Once again, the battle between dream and reality. Now here, an interview with the director himself.
There's a recurring theme in your work, and a lot of people have suggested a subcontext of rampant narcissism. How would you reply to that?
Say, fuck off really, because I'm not even in the film, so how am I obsessed with myself? I created it.
It seems that most of the characters are stand-ins for yourself.
Yeah. How's that true? I'm filming it. I'm not the guy. I'm the guy behind the camera. I'm one of the people who isn't in the limelight. When you got an actor who's there taking all the fame, I'm the guy there.
I meant more in a metaphorical sense, not you're actually the character.
No, I just think this is all wrong. Really, I don't understand why people think I'm obsessed with myself. I'm just an ordinary guy trying to make a living.
What do you think about the current state of filmmaking today?
It's good. There's a lot of good directors out there, a lot of people I aspire to.
Such as?
you know, you got people like Martin Scorsese, I like a lot of his films, but
Yeah.
hopefully one day people will be aspiring to me, and I believe I'm the next big thing.
Just already.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You are aware you've only made 2 films. So
I
far.
am the one. I'm the one.
You compare yourself to Jesus Christ in a lot of interviews.
Yeah.
How do you think that holds up?
I don't know, because I like carpentry. I was a carpenter as a young boy. Dad was a carpenter. So, yeah.
You feel there's a correlation
Yeah,
there?
never been on a cross, but could try it. I don't think I'm similar, but I don't know. Maybe I am Jesus, you know. Maybe I am Jesus Christ. I don't know. We look alike, you know. It's him because he's a miracle. I'm the miracle of film. I'm the Jesus of film. Steven Spielberg, watch your back.
Some people have called your films inane and downright boring.
Yeah.
What do you have to say to that?
Well, if you don't like watching my films and you think they're boring, then why are you watching films at all? Because, like you said, like every critic says, I am the best. I am Jesus Christ.
But that's not every critic, though.
Well, the best critics, okay? You know? So I create the best films. So if you don't like my films, then you shouldn't be watching films at all, to be honest. Because if I'm number one, then why watch number two, you know? So.
Brings me on to your next film, number 2. What do you have to say about that?
It's bloody good.
It was your second film. A lot of people were surprised that you called it number 2.
Yeah. It's a name, you know? I like it, it's catchy, you know? You've been saying it. It sounds good, doesn't it, when the words come out your mouth?
That's number 2. Yeah, I guess
Like
it sounds.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
No other film's called number 2.
Are you sure about that? You know you wanted to be a filmmaker.
So, when I was young, I watched films young.
In between carpentry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I had some spare time as a kid, obviously.
Some people have called your style very lackluster and lazy, if anything.
Mm.
How do you respond to that?
Well, if you haven't worked with me on set, and you don't know me personally, then how can you comment about my style?
You're known to shoot about 1 take, no more than that.
Yeah.
You don't really tend to direct your actors, if anything.
Mm.
And you don't edit, you just let the film go.
Yeah.
How can you argue that that's not perhaps ever so slightly lazy?
Well, that's why I'm so successful, because you only need 1 take. People take 5, 6, 7 takes because they want it to be perfect. The art of being perfect is not being perfect. That's what makes my film so good. People try and get perfection, but actually they already have perfection.
So are you saying that your films are less than perfect?
I think they're not perfect, which makes them perfect. That's my point of view.
That's your point of view?
Yeah. I think when you try and get perfection so much, ruins it. 1 take is all you need. Let the actors act natural, 1 take, boom.
What happens if they mess up?
Well then, they mess up. I don't employ them again, their career's over, and I will ruin them. That's why I'm strict. Yeah, you might say I'm that. I'm the 1 take serial killer. Yeah.
I have some questions about the new school that you've set up for aspiring filmmakers.
You like it?
I'm surprised by it. A lot of people have wondered.
Like it?
It's great.
Yeah.
You're charging the standard rate for universities.
Yeah.
However, you teach a 2-hour lecture in which everyone just watches both your films, and you don't even go and talk about it.
I'm busy, why would I go? I employ people to do my job. I make the odd occasion visit, inspire some people, they look at me, they love me, and that's all the inspiration they need. They see me, they see where I've got to, and then they think that's where I want to be.
But are you okay with charging £9,000
Yeah, yeah.
for a 2-hour lecture?
Yeah. Look at Oxford, Cambridge, you know, a place like this, ridiculous.
I have a quote here that you said in the Daily Mail. I treat filmmaking like lovemaking.
Yeah.
Everybody calls me captain.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you have to say about that?
Because I'm captain. I'm the best. I like that quote. Say it to me one more time, say it to me one more time.
Okay. I treat filmmaking like I do lovemaking.
Yeah.
Everybody calls me Captain.
Yeah. Sounds nice.
Does your girlfriend call you Captain?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, okay. The film seemed to end without any form of resolution or, well, any conflict really. Is this a comment on the futility of existence or perhaps the suddenness of death?
No, the camera just died. Yeah, the camera just died, that was it really.
Really?
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it, that's it.
And you didn't think to reshoot
No.
or no?
No.
Just
Camera just died.
okay then. One last question.
Mm.
What was that? He's not the real guy. What do you mean he's not? Well, you checked him in, I didn't. What do you mean he's not the real guy? Do you think you could stay for a little longer? He's just going to go get us some
No worries.
coffee,
Yeah.
and I'm just going to go on the
I'll
phone
do as well.
real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. So just stay there.
Mhm.
Just stay there.